and welcome you all to Neelachal Polytechnic video lecture classes. I am your faculty Dipankar Ghosh. In my previous videos already we discussed about your battery ignition system. So let's start with the another ignition system which are basically used in two-stroke petrol engines. This is known as your Magneto ignition system. Actually the working principle of Magneto ignition system is same as a battery ignition system, except in the magneto ignition system, the magneto is used to produce current except battery. The diagram of the 4-cylinder magneto ignition system is shown in the screen. Now you can find that. So the difference between the battery and your magneto is battery ignition system. We are having a battery, so we directly take the current from there and we are using with the help of a transformer. We are raised this current. But here in magneto ignition system, we have to generate the current by using a magneto. That means it is having rotatory basis. Now let us discuss about the components what we are using in a magneto ignition system. So as you see here we are using a switch. That means this is a ignition coil switch. And at the end of this it is grounded to the negative terminal. Now here we are having a NS, north pole and south pole. We are having a magneto here. We are having a secondary coil and we are also having a primary coil. So after that we are having a capacitor and this is one is your contact breaker. Now the secondary coil is directly connected through wiring to the distributor, and we are here we can find this one is a rotor and it is a metallic electrode here, and these are the 4 spark plug. As it is a 4-cylinder inline engine, so we are using a 4 spark plug at a time. Now let us discuss how with the help of this diagram how it would work. Now here here you can see the first, when the engine start or during crank magneto rotate, which generate a very high voltage. The ignition capacitor connected in parallel with contact breaker. One end of the magneto winding is also grounded through contact breaker. The cam regulates the contact breaker. Wherever the breaker open, current flows into condenser which change the condenser. As the condenser becomes charged, the primary current falls and the magneto field collapses. Thus will induce a much higher voltage in a condenser. Now the high voltage EMF produce spark at contact spark plug in the specific spark plug through a distributor. As the engine speed is low at starting, the current generated by the magneto is quite small. As the engine speed increases, the flow of current also increases. Thus, with magneto ignition system, there is always starting problem and sometimes a separate battery needed for the starting here. Now let us discuss, as we already learned about your this magneto system. Now some discuss about the advantages of the magneto ignition system. The first advantages is this system is more reliable at medium and high speed. Advantage number 2, it is more reliable because no battery is used. Advantage number 3, it requires less frequently maintenance. Let's discuss, as the battery is used, so it requires frequently maintenance. So now discuss the disadvantages. It has starting problem due to low cranking speed at starting. Then number 2, it is more expensive compared to battery ignition system. Number 3, there is more possibility of misfire due to leakage because wiring carry very high voltage. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of your magneto ignition system. Now let us discuss the difference between magneto ignition system and battery ignition system. So let us discuss about the comparison. So the first point is, in battery ignition system, a battery is necessary, so difficult to start the engine when battery is discharged. That is the point of the battery ignition system. And if compared to the magneto ignition system, no battery is needed, so no problem of battery discharge. Then number 2, maintenance problem are more due to battery, but in the case of magneto ignition system, as we are not using a battery, so maintenance problem is not there. Then number 3, current for primary circuit is obtained from the battery, but in the case of magneto, the electrical current is generated by the magneto. Then number 4, occupies more space, because a lot of connections are there, a lot of components are there, but in the case of magneto, it occupies less space. Then number 5, commonly used in car and light commercial vehicle. The battery ignition system is commonly used in car and light commercial vehicle, but in the magneto ignition system, many used in racing cars and two-wheelers. These are mainly used in two-wheelers. Then number 6, efficiency decreased with a reduce in spark instantly, but in the case of magneto, efficiency improved due to high intensity of the spark. Then number 7, a good spark available in a battery ignition system, but in the case of magneto ignition system, during starting, quality of spark is poor due to low speed. Then point number 8, in battery ignition system, the current for a primary circuit is obtained by a battery, but in the case of magneto ignition system, in the magneto ignition system, it required electrical current generated by the magneto, which is an electric generator. So this is all about your magneto ignition system and the difference between battery ignition system and magneto ignition system. So this is the end of this class, and see you in my next video lecture classes. Thank you all.